Oh my god, I look awful. I did some hair removal, and now my face looks like the color of my toque. Anyways, today we're making the microwave pastry. Now, there's so many things that you could make when you Google microwaved pastry. They're endless. The first thing I kind of thought of was like toaster strudels, Pop-Tarts, things like that. But regardless of it, I put them in a toaster. Plus, I don't have a microwave for any of these recipes. So we're just gonna go. You can put these in a microwave, okay? I will clarify that right now. You can put these in a microwave, warm them up. Chef's kiss. Just kidding, I don't really like Pop-Tarts. But since I don't have a microwave for any of these microwave recipes, we are cooking them the way that I can cook them. So these Pop-Tarts, you pop them in a microwave or pop them in a toaster. It's completely up to you. Again, you can look up 1,000 different recipes for microwave pastries. You can hand make them. You can do so many different things. I just thought good old-fashioned Pop-Tart, something quick, easy, right? That's kind of what this is all about. Some simple, quick meals. So let's go ahead and do that. So we're gonna open up our little poppies. Today I have the flavor, I think strawberry, like the regular flavor. So here's what they look like. And I'm only gonna do one because I don't really like sweets that much. And then I'm going to pop it in the toaster and leave it in there. It's ready! So now just carefully pull it out of the toaster because it is hot. Ah! There it is! Whoa! I caught it. Here we go, guys. Microwaved pastry! Tastes like one of those Christmas shortbread cookies. I mean, I wouldn't eat them every day. Probably wouldn't really eat them at all, but microwave pastry Pop-Tart! Cheers!
So bar 8, gotta memorize the chorus, remember?
Just gonna get your nose out of here. Just like show his nose a little bit in the camera.
Oh
It definitely needed more flour because it looks like Jello.
No, that's mine. I bought it.
No, the white one. It's Tupperware. It's Tupperware.
I believe Tupperware when they write me a letter, email, saying, take one.
Wow, it feels like a dolphin. Too.
Every good chef needs to drink wine.
Sponsored by Robin Hood.
You still got glasses left though. What?
Sponsor me, Robin Hood. Send me free flour. The camera lens. How is it even showing anything? It's time to roll.
Take two.
What the hell are you doing?
These are unpaid actors. Decided to do this in 2 halves. Because there's just...
And
We're running out of counter space. Right there. Is this what you do? Wait. I don't feel like cutting.
Did I tell you the seasoning?
Sponsored by Supreme.
Do you want onions?
They're on there. Thanks to our sponsor today. That might have been a bit too much. This is what we're gonna do, okay? In each of these cheeses is gonna be a pizza bite.
oh, we got a distraction on.
A pizza roll. Now we roll. Okay, you like the most stressful part of the whole thing? Now we cook it.
The finished product.
I think he put the big.
Yeah! They smell good.
Mmm.
Where did it go?
Mmm.
How is it?
Just got pizza.
Pizza in a roll.
Mmm. Okay, my turn.
Crap.
Here, put that in.
This is actually pretty good. Not bad. All right, I got 2 microwave dinners, sweet and sour chicken and grilled balsamic chicken. They look so good. Again, I don't have a microwave, so I'm going to dump this into a pan and heat it up. But you would just throw this in a microwave and you'd be done. Hey guys, so today we are making our pepperoni pizza rolls! Woo! Lumping. Look at her, my little sous chef. Alright, so we got 1 pack of yeast. So I'm just using this Fleischermann's traditional active dry yeast. These little critters are going to go, whoa, in this bowl. Make sure you try to get all of them out. We don't want to waste these little guys. Wow, there's a lot in there. Okay. And now we put in warm water. 1 1/3 cup. I'm just gonna eyeball it. Okay, so warm water, not boiling. You don't want to kill these little critters. Okay, so here's about there. Nah, maybe a little more. There. That looks good. Whisk that together, as well as the sugar. Alright, I just got some plain granulated sugar. It says about 1 tablespoon. I'm gonna grab a fork. Yes, great idea. Okay, this is gonna take a few. Don't do what I'm doing, or do what I'm doing. I don't know, it depends on, you know what, I'm just gonna go like this. There, that's probably good enough. And we're gonna mix it, or whisk it. Get all those little yeasts dissolved in here. Okay, so now that we have that mixed, it says cover. I don't know. What the hell do I cover it with? I don't have anything. Paper towel, I guess. Alright. Covering. Good night, you little guys. Be back in 5. Alright, so next we are... Oh shit. Don't... What is wrong with me? Now we need salt, oil, and flour. So about a teaspoon of salt and 2 tablespoons of oil and I think it's 3.5 cups of flour. Just gonna mix this in. So we have our liquids. This is all the flour I have. So I'm just gonna use up what I have. Hopefully it turns out. I'm sure it will. It's dough. We really can't fuck up dough. So I'm gonna do like half now and then half after. Other half. So now that we have our dough combined, we're going to cover it again, and we're gonna let it sit for a couple hours and let it rise. I don't have tea towels, so paper towel it's gonna be. Hey y'all! So we are continuing making our pepperoni pizza rolls. It's been a shit show. So shit show of a day, and I'm finally getting to the end of this. So I'll show you what I have here. So ingredients we need: a glass of wine. That's yours truly. We have pepperoni. At the store I was at, they didn't have like pre-sliced, so I'm gonna have to slice it myself. I wish I had one of those like cheese grater things. Like not a cheese grater, but like a slicer. Matzo cheese. Now I am like almost out. So luckily I have habanero, so that's gonna be what it's gonna be. But to be honest, I'm gonna add some chili flakes anyways. And then I have just some Co-op Gold garlic pizza sauce, an onion, and poppy seeds, and a dirty glass. Okay, I'm gonna put this over here so we don't look at that. Okay, so here's our ingredients. Oh, and I can't forget. Oh, that's been rising all day. That's so. Just gonna sit you down there. Okay, I am so excited for this. So what I am going to do first is cut up my pepperoni. Oh. Okay. I mean, not quite pink, but like, that's pretty decent. So grateful for my home. So grateful for my home. Okay, let's keep going. The sky's pink like my shirt! Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm starving. Okay guys, here we go. We have our cut meat. Now we're gonna cut our onion. Oh, that is a strong onion. My eyes are burning. Ooh. Okay. That's really pretty. I'm gonna do mine in like little cubes. Oh! This is inside. It's so painful. Oh my god. Look at my eyes. These are some potent fucking onions if I've ever chopped one in my life. Oh my god. Oh god, the sunset. Ew, my bangs. Okay, we gotta do another sunset check. Oh, whoa, wow. Wow, wow, wow. I just love it. I love it so much. Oh, I look bad. Okay. So, whoa. Okay, we have that. Now, I think what we're gonna do is lay out our dough and piece it together. I didn't have enough flour, so the dough is a little on the sticky side, but we're gonna roll with it. Get it? Because we're gonna roll the dough, but I actually don't have a roller or pen, I guess you call it. So normally, if it was this sticky, we'd put a little bit of flour on the counter, and that would just absorb some of the stickiness and compensate. But that's not the case. Look at that. Wow. I'm just gonna just do a little extra beats by Samy Bee. How do we roll this? I have no idea, actually. roll the dough with my bare hands. Oh, I need a break. Let's go look at the sunset again. Oh. Oh. Okay, that is magical. Wow. Wow. Okay, wow. I could stare at that all day. Okay, so many hours later. So I am going to sprinkle some poppy seeds. Just kind of shake some in there. And I have a hole in my bag, so I'm just squeezing the bag. And then I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of chili flakes on top. Again, the bottom layer. Now we do the pizza sauce. That should be good for that layer. And then I'm going to sprinkle some of my super crazy onions, meat, and then the cheese. There, it should be good. Okay, again, I'm gonna top it off with poppy seeds because I feel like it would just be visually pleasing. Woo! Wine's kicking in. Just kidding. Okay, now we roll. So this is gonna be the tricky part because I just feel like my dough is a little too sticky to, you know, kind of flick it off the counter. We're gonna try to do it evenly. It's okay if it kind of breaks through because it's gonna be a roll. So there's a chance that we can fix that. You know, like it's kind of breaking through here. So I'm just gonna tightly roll it. Tight is key. Okay, so that might be posing an issue, but we're gonna keep on rolling. Come on, if you're so sticky, why aren't you sticking? I'm gonna transfer this little noodle onto the board if I can. Oh, whoa! I'm gonna sprinkle a little bit of cheese on the outside because I don't want to waste it. You can't even see what's going on. Honestly, I don't even know what's going on. So now we have to refrigerate it. I'm gonna stick it outside because it is freaking cold out. Okay, so here's what mine looks like. I would recommend to do it in a long roll, but yeah. Oh, this is gonna be gross. Could you imagine if Sasha came by and like ate it? Fucking door hen. Clean up time!
And she's putting on cheese.
She's
and
like
he's
that
putting on, I don't know what he's putting on.
Poppy seeds!
Emerald Lagasse.
Oh, poppy seeds.
Maybe I'll do a little dollop of this.
Poppy seeds go on there?
In my head, yes.
Weird.
She's pretty weird.
Whoa, those ribs look good. Woo!
True
Okay, I'll leave the oven on. The ribs are done.
You got the pizza pot?
Mm-hmm. It's spicy.
So on.
It's a snowy day, so you know what that means. Beautiful day to bake, so let's bake together. Okay, so on today's menu, another Sims 4 recipe, as you guys already know. Let's begin! Wow, it feels like I haven't filmed in 10 years. So as you guys know, this is the microwaved meals from The Sims 4. So obviously, because you've been watching it, I'm obviously going to do this in alphabetical order. So we're making pizza rolls and veggie roll-ups. So follow along! I'm so excited. This is the last 2 recipes I have to make for this series, or whatever you want to call it. So this section, this recipe, this, I don't know. What am I talking about? I do not know. But for both of those recipes that I mentioned, we're going to start off with dough. And let's begin. Alright, so we're going to start by making the dough, and I am trying something a little different. I bought some pizza yeast. I don't know what the difference is because I have pizza yeast and then I have traditional active dry yeast. The ingredients are yeast sorbitan. Wow, I don't know how to pronounce any of that. I hope those are... This one has an extra, no, 2 extra ingredients, you see? Here's these ingredients, and here's these ingredients. Interesting. Well then, I decided we're going to use the pizza one today. So, it needs, let's see, I'm just following the recipe on here to make my dough and also going with my gut. Hello! There we go. Alright, so I'm going to do about 2 cups of flour. So that means, yeah, about 2/3 cup of very warm water. So I'm going to eyeball it. So let's go. About 2/3 cup. So I'm all eyeballing this because I am a pro. Maybe a little more than that. That's probably a little too hot for the yeast. So I'm gonna let it cool down for like 3 minutes and then we're gonna pop the yeast in there. I think it's cooled down just enough. Ugh, so I'm gonna open up our pizza yeast. I hope you guys are excited for this recipe. I know it's gonna be amazing. Drop all those little guys in there. They're alive. They're like little bugs. Ew, gross. Let's not say that. It's true though. It smells like dough. Yummy. Okay, I'm gonna try to get every single little guy out here as much as I can. And then we're gonna also add salt. Probably about a teaspoon, so I'm just gonna crack my Himalayan pink sea salt in here. Oil. Oops, sorry I bumped ya. We're also gonna add some granulated sugar. Not too much. I don't know. I don't want to do too much, but that's probably good. Whatever, I'll just use this. I'm gonna kind of stir it up a little. This is gonna be some good pizza dough. Okay, we're gonna let that sit for like 3 minutes and I'll be back. Now we're gonna start adding the flour and we're gonna slowly mix it in. Like I said, we're gonna want probably about 2 cups. So I'm gonna do the first cup first. It's about a cup, I'd say, probably a little more. No, probably about a cup. So I'm gonna mix that in. You do it however you want. I'm using a freaking stir stick. I'm gonna add the second part. That should be enough, but keep your flour handy and let's mix it up. I finished kneading and I did have to add a bit more water, oil, and a little bit of flour. But there we have it, our little bun. So we're gonna cover it and put it in front of some heat. As you saw the weather, there's not a lot of sun. So I'm gonna put it in front of my propane heater. And there she sits. This is so fucking ghetto. If you feel sorry for me, don't. I chose this life. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. Let's give it a couple hours and see when it rises. Okay, so it is now dark and I kind of, I don't know, poked it with my knuckles just to kind of let some air bubbles out. But this, it did enlarge quite a bit. Kind of looks like a cookie. All right, guys, so it is actually the next day because I was way too tired yesterday. So we got our leftover dough and I kind of set it in front of the heater for a while because it needed to get a little warm so it's easier to work with. And I am going to roll it out and then we're going to make the recipe. Whatever. Okay, we're good. We're good. So I got some garlic pizza sauce here. But I'm gonna sprinkle poppy seed next. Alright guys, I finished chopping up some white onion. I'm gonna throw that on. Ooh, my eyes are burning. Okay, as I was chopping the onion, I thought of an idea. Hold on. Absolutely, we are doing some of this. Just because it's veggie doesn't mean it has to be boring. Okay, whoa. I think that's good. Peppa Pig. Just kidding. Oh yeah, I forgot I was gonna be doing one side with ham. I literally forgot until I said Peppa Pig. What a strange creature I am. It's gonna be good. This looks fantastic. I love following the Sims recipes because this is something I would have never done. I would have never thought of this. Okay, so if you really do want to do what I'm doing, I just got some shaved boneless ham and I'm gonna throw it on the one side. I'm also gonna top it off with just a tiny little touch of Himalayan sea salt. We're going to begin rolling the pizza. So as I'm rolling, I'm kind of tucking some of the veggies and pieces like that inside. Sure, it doesn't look pretty right now, but when you get it inside the roll, that's when you're really gonna get the most bang for your buck when you're cooking. The biggest thing is to just take your time with it, go slow. I don't have an oven yet, so I'm gonna use a cast iron skillet and I'm gonna cook mine in the barbecue. But what I would suggest for you is to put them on a baking sheet, a lined baking sheet with parchment paper, and cook them in the oven. Oh, and if you're doing it like I am, just make sure you oil your pan first, because we do not want these sticking. Oh my god, you guys, I just realized I forgot to put the cheese in them! No! I forgot the cheese! Oh no! Oh no. Okay, well, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna top them off with a good sprinkle of mozzarella cheese. Ta-da! Oh, I'm so proud. This turned out so good. How does that look? Just tell me right now. That looks so good, and we haven't even cooked them yet. Ready to be thrown in the oven or the barbecue.